What if the pain Nigerians are feeling today is actually the price of avoiding a complete economic collapse? That is the question at the center of a growing national debate. 3 years after taking office, President Bola Tinubu has delivered one of his most important speeches yet, defending the controversial economic reforms that have changed the lives of millions of Nigerians. But while the government says the country is finally recovering, many Nigerians are asking a different question. Recovering for who? The story begins in 2023. Almost immediately after assuming office, Tinubu removed the long-standing fuel subsidy and pushed major foreign exchange reforms. The decisions shocked the nation. Fuel prices surged. Transportation costs skyrocketed. Food prices climbed. Businesses struggled. And ordinary Nigerians suddenly found themselves paying far more for basic necessities. Now, 3 years later, Tinubu says those painful decisions were necessary. According to the president, Nigeria was heading toward fiscal disaster. He claimed the country was spending enormous amounts on fuel subsidies, money that could have been used for roads, hospitals, schools, and infrastructure. His argument is simple. The pain was unavoidable. The alternative, he says, would have been far worse. In his anniversary address, Tinubu insisted that the economy is showing signs of recovery. He highlighted improvements in public finances, rising investor confidence, growth in the stock market, ongoing highway construction projects, rail modernization efforts, housing developments, student loans, healthcare investments, and reforms in the oil and gas sector. The government points to major projects like the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and other nationwide infrastructure developments as evidence that the reforms are beginning to work. But this is where the story becomes complicated. Because while economic indicators may be improving on paper, many Nigerians say daily life remains incredibly difficult. And critics are becoming louder. One of the strongest reactions came from Afenifere, a prominent socio-political organization. The group accused the administration of presiding over worsening poverty, unemployment, kidnappings, insecurity, and weakening democratic institutions. Their message was blunt. They believe the promise of renewed hope has not translated into improved living conditions for ordinary citizens. Then there's the issue that may ultimately define Tinubu's presidency: security. Despite government claims that operations against terrorists, kidnappers, bandits, and oil thieves have intensified, attacks and kidnappings continue to dominate headlines. For many citizens, economic hardship is painful. But insecurity is terrifying, and critics argue that without meaningful improvements in security, economic gains may not be enough to win public confidence. Another hidden angle is the growing debate over state policing. Oyo State Governor Seyi mocked openly challenged the federal government's handling of the issue, arguing that states should have greater authority to establish their own policing systems. His comments have reignited a national conversation about whether Nigeria's security architecture needs a complete overhaul. Meanwhile, online reactions reveal just how divided Nigerians have become. Across social media and public forums, some argue that the reforms were necessary because the old system was unsustainable. Others believe the reforms arrived too suddenly and without enough protection for vulnerable citizens. The result? A country deeply split between those who see painful a reform and those who simply see painful living. And perhaps the biggest twist of all is this: the next 12 months could determine the future of Nigerian politics. Supporters say Tinubu is laying foundations that will eventually produce growth, jobs, and stability. Opponents say time is running out and that Nigerians need to feel those benefits now, not years from now. As the countdown to the 2027 elections quietly begins, one question hangs over the entire country. Will history remember these reforms as the decisions that saved Nigeria, or as a gamble that asked citizens to sacrifice too much for too long? Only time will give the final answer, and until then, the debate continues.